What's up guys, welcome back to another video on my channel. If you're new here, I'm Katrina and today I'm going to make some vegan lentil empanadas. So I'm going to show you guys how I do that. So it's like 9 a.m. right now. I'm already getting started. So I have 1 cup of lentils soaking and then I'm going to make my dough. So the dough is really like 3-4 ingredients. So I use Crisco vegetable shortening as my fat for my dough. You can use vegan butter if you want. I just think the Crisco turns out a little bit better, flakier. Salt, I'm just using, I think it's like Baltic sea salt or something like that. Use pink Himalayan, whatever works. And then just plain all-purpose white flour. I probably wouldn't use whole wheat for this. It turned out too dense when I did it, so use all-purpose white flour. And then, so 3 cups flour, 1 teaspoon salt, 1/2 cup of vegetable shortening, and then just enough water to combine it. So I already have it all in my bowl, and then I'm going to use this little guy here, and just like with pie dough, I'm just going to do this till it creates like a sandy texture and then add in just enough water to combine it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and I'll show you guys and let you know how much water it takes. Normally it takes anywhere between like 1 to 4 teaspoons or tablespoons, sorry. Probably closer to a little bit more since it's summer and it's hot and dry. So I'll show you guys that. Alright, so I did end up adding 4 teaspoons of cold water, just enough to make my dough come together. Kind of just a ball dough. So I'm going to cover it and put it in my fridge, and then I have my lentils soaking. So that's all we're going to do for now. I'll show you guys when I start actually making the filling later. Alright guys, so time to get started on our filling. So my lentils have soaked for a couple hours now. So I just drained those, and then in a pot I added a tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. And then about 1/4 of this container of this. If you don't have this, go ahead and do 1 celery stalk, 1 carrot, and 1/2 of an onion. Just like dice it up pretty finely. So I already have that in my pot. And then I'm going to add 2 potatoes that I've chopped up pretty small. And I peeled them. And then we are going to use this vegetable broth after I cook up my veggies. 2 tablespoons of this, so 2 tablespoons tomato paste. Now I'm only going to use a teaspoon of this with 2 cups of water. That makes my bouillon. I'm going to use this. If you don't have this, use onion powder. I'm going to use a teaspoon of this. If you don't have this, use paprika, and then a teaspoon of garlic powder. So I'm going to go ahead and get started cooking my veggies. So I let my veggies cook, so I'm going to add in my vegetable broth and tomato paste and my lentils and let it go on just under medium heat for probably 1/2 hour till it's. So time to make the empanadas. So here's my filling. I let it go for, like I said, 1/2 hour. Mix it every once in a while, and then I put it in this bowl to cool it. Not like cold or anything, but just not piping hot. Here's my dough. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this into sections. That way I can roll it into little balls and roll it out with some flour to make my dough. Okay, so I just rolled it out. It doesn't have to be perfect. Put my filling in, and then I put water around the edge. So I'm gonna go ahead and fold it over, and I'll show you guys. So this is what it looks like once I folded it over and crimped it down with a fork. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish all of these up, and then I have my oven preheating to 375. Alright, so they're all ready now, and I just brushed a little bit of olive oil on the top. That's optional, just gives it a nice color. And I'm gonna go ahead and pop them in my oven, which is 375 degrees now. Alright, so they're done, and oh my god, I cannot wait to dig in. So definitely not perfect, definitely look homemade, but I'm gonna go ahead and start eating it, and I'll show you guys what the inside looks like. They're very puffy, just the way I like it. Alright, so I realized now I completely forgot to mention I added in some frozen corn. Just 1/2 cup of it when I added in my vegetable broth. So sorry, but you can see the lentils and the potatoes. And the reason that I use the vegetable shortening instead of butter for this is it just makes it really flaky. And I don't know, I just don't feel like the butter flavor goes super good with this. So I am going to finish this because, oh my gosh, it's just so delicious.
Alright guys, so if you try out the recipe, leave me a comment down below or tag me on Instagram at Katrina's Mindful Living. I'll have that down in the description box below. And thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!